Hi everyone, I hope you're all keeping well. Just thought I'd do a short video around neck pain. Quite a few people have been in touch to say that with just what's going on at the moment and a change in our working habits or our daily habits, they're suffering with a lot of tension in the neck or the upper back area. So I thought I'd just put together a short video to give you a few examples of useful stretches and strengthening exercises. As always, this is all just about self-help, what I'm offering here. So if you have got any individual concerns, then please make sure that you're speaking to your GP or your healthcare practitioner to make sure you get an individualised guidance for yourself if you've got any concerns whatsoever. And as always with any exercises, do what you feel comfortable and just work at your own pace. So with our neck, we've an awful lot of muscles around there, as well as the joints. So what's important is that we are regularly giving those muscles, they're just like any other area in the body, a good stretch, and some strengthening exercises can generally help as well. You've got big muscle groups up at the top of the neck, the trapezius muscles, and they spread down to the mid-back area as well. And then there's lots of other different muscle groups around there as well, which can become a little bit tight and overactive sometimes. So just to begin with, before we start our stretches, you can do these in the sat posture, you can do it standing up, whatever feels comfortable. But the big thing is getting ourselves into good alignment. So there isn't any such thing as the perfect posture, but if we're slouching down here, it makes it quite difficult to stretch ourselves. So make sure that you stood or you sat nice and tall, imagining that piece of string on the crown of your head drawing you up nice and tall. And also just relaxing the shoulders, because we might think that we're stretching our necks effectively, but without realising it, the shoulder can be creeping up because the muscles shorten in that area as well. So first tip would be keep a hand on your shoulder so that you can make sure you're keeping it nice and relaxed. Or if you've got the available movement in your shoulder, you can tuck that hand behind your back, which will automatically keep that shoulder down. So when you are taking your ear over to the opposite shoulder, you get that nice deep stretch. And you want to hold that there for about 10 seconds. Slowly bringing your head back to the middle. And then again, you can keep your other hand on that shoulder, or we can tuck that hand behind. And then we're just again taking the ear down to the shoulder, holding it for a good 10 seconds, and then slowly bringing it back to the middle. The other thing that might be quite nice as well is adding in a little bit of rotation to get a deeper stretch. So if you wanted to, you can make sure we've got that good tall posture first of all, ear to shoulder. If that feels enough, keep it there. But if you want a deeper stretch, then we just rotate the head to look down towards the floor, and that will just stretch the muscle, the sternocleidomastoid muscle in the neck, and also the deeper muscles of the neck as well. Slowly bring yourself out of that stretch, and again, taking it over to the other side, shoulder relaxed, ear to shoulder to begin with, slowly rotating down towards the floor for that deeper stretch. And again, we're looking at about 10 seconds and about 5 on each side with those stretches. The other bit then that might be quite useful is just bringing ourselves so that we've got the hands stacked on top of each other. We take a big breath in, and then we exhale, coming into a gentle spine twist. So this can be a really nice way to stretch the mid-back area. So again, we take that breath in, we exhale, and again, you can do this sat down, you can do it standing, and there's various positions with the hands. If you find that way feels a bit awkward, you can always just keep hands across your chest. You might find that that feels better for you. So sometimes it's just a case of having a play around and just see what works. Other useful stretches as well can be some neck retractions. So again, we want to sit ourselves up nice and tall, and we're basically just pulling the chin in towards the neck, and then releasing, chin in towards the neck, and then releasing. So as if you're making yourself a little chicken head, or as if you're giving yourself a double chin. But you'll feel that really lovely stretch across the muscles at the back of the head. And then some shoulder blade stretches that can feel quite nice are some scapular retractions. So you're bringing the elbows out to the side and then gently squeezing the shoulder blades back, and then slowly releasing. And again, just through the day, if you feel like you've been sat down and things are getting a bit stiff and a bit tight, doing 10 or so of those should hopefully loosen things up a little bit more there for you. And you can always vary it by taking the elbows to 90 degrees. So we start with the elbows in front, and then we exhale as we squeeze. Inhale to release. Exhale. inhale. And you might get a few clicks and cracks as you're doing that. There's no harm in that. It's a good sign that the back itself is releasing and moving. And again, up to 10 at a time, and just as often through the day as you feel you need to. And then my last two exercises you can do on your tummy. So we did these in the Pilates live class last week. So basically what we're doing is taking ourselves down onto our tummies. We're stacking the forearms on top of each other. And then from here, we're just floating the forehead up of the mat, keeping the back of the neck nice and long, and then slowly releasing. So this is our swan dive level 1 exercise. Slowly floating up and slowly releasing. So we exhale up, inhale, release. Exhale up, inhale, release. And again, up to 10 times if you feel you can manage, keeping the back of the neck nice and long. And then our other exercises are the breaststroke prep. So we take our hands by the side, let your head relax onto the mat, or you can always fold a towel underneath the forehead. And then we're squeezing those hands and then releasing. So we let the head stay down nice and relaxed, shoulder blades are squeezing and then releasing, squeezing and releasing. So exhaling as we squeeze, inhale to release, exhaling, inhaling. And our level 2, we can add in that head lift. So we would exhale, keep the neck nice and long, inhale to release. Exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale. So really working now, shoulder blade muscles, muscles at the back of the neck. If your lower back feels like it's doing too much, guys, then it might be you want to keep your head down and just keep going with the shoulder blade squeezes there. Okay, so again, just a couple of options there between stretches and strengthening exercises. As always, go at your own pace, take yourself nice and slowly through those exercises. As I said, this is just a little bit of self-management advice, but for anyone who's got any particular concerns or worries about the neck pain, do make sure that you speak to a healthcare professional or your GP for more one-to-one advice. But as always, give it a go. You might find it's just a nice way to help manage any of those little niggles and tension type pains that you're getting at the moment. And yeah, the main thing is look after yourselves, and I'll be back soon. Take care. Bye now.